We're just going to state the obvious.
Hello, everybody.
I'm Amy.
I'm Whitney. We are on the hunt.
I don't
know why I said that weird.
Not waiting for me.
Sorry. Sorry.
Let me dry the ink on our autographed photo.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, thanks
Hello.
for sharing our page.
Yes, and commenting.
We appreciate it.
Yes, we have a lucky winner.
We do. You guys made it difficult for us. So many people. Okay, it didn't go over as well as we thought it would.
Whatever, you know.
Whatever. Hey, we gained some new followers. So.
That's what counts.
So if you're one of those people, hey, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to episode 101.
Are you ready? You can announce it.
Oh, the winner is Anna A.
Yay, Anna!
Snaps for Anna! Congratulations.
Anna, I already know your address. Luckily, it's someone...
You are going to receive this beautiful collage
Yes.
made by Walgreens in Troy, Missouri. And me and my phone of Whitney and I over the years.
It's really
There's
something.
us pointing at a Sasquatch, but you can't tell it's a Sasquatch because it cropped it off.
It just looks like someone's hairy crotch.
Us with Grant and Jason from the Ghost Hunters, back when Whitney and I first started our love affair with one another. Whitney resting her head upon my bosom at a haunted B&B.
That's true.
Whitney and I back in our wrestling days. We didn't really wrestle, but we look like we're wrestling. And then the beautiful photo that Whitney refuses to not include in everything we do.
It's so great.
And then we've autographed at my 40th birthday.
It's really like the best picture I've ever taken in my entire life. Really.
We just compliment each other.
We do. It's like a beautiful... Okay, anyway. And Anna, I'll be reaching out to you so that you can go on our merch page and pick something you'd like, and we'll buy it and send it to you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. We love you.
Thanks for sharing
you.
and commenting and being a loyal follower.
We appreciate you.
Too. We're sure it's awkward for you, and you sometimes get tired of justifying why you're listening to this silly little show.
When people maybe are like cringing while they listen with you, or
I tried to make
you're afraid to tell people
last week.
Oh God,
did
you?
Like I'm getting no reaction, so I was turning it off because I'm getting upset. Because I'm getting.
What
no
was she
reaction.
doing? Just nothing.
Just looking at her own phone.
I'm taking back my Christmas present. Fine, that all too well. Snow globe is mine now.
Take that, Keaton.
Yeah.
Speaking of Keaton,
Oh God.
My mom, I hadn't seen my mom in like a few weeks, or Sage. So mom called last week. She's like, hey, what are you guys doing today? I was like, oh, I thought I might get Keaton up and we go antiquing. We haven't done that in a while. She's like, well, Sage and I are going to Eagle Days in Clarksville. I'm like, okay, well, I haven't been in the antique store there. I love
that antique store. Yeah.
In a long time. So we'll do that. I said,
It's
just
like
come
a
this week.
maze. It's one of the good ones. You get lost.
You do. It's not as confusing though. Have you ever been to the one in New London? The old schoolhouse?
I don't think so, but
Oh my
now I
God.
want
It's
to.
literally an old schoolhouse. And it's like, I can't remember what rooms I have and haven't been
Well, we
into.
have to go.
It's amazing.
We need to make a plan. Okay.
So I was like, Keaton, get up. Nisi and Sage are coming by and we're going to go antiquing. And that's all I said. So we get up, then we go. And my stepdad is a Missouri naturalist.
Really?
Yeah. He's legit.
What does that mean? Do you have like a card?
He just, I don't know. It's like this organization that just does all sorts of stuff for like conservation. And it has a lot to do with plants. You know how he like built like this. You got to see his greenhouse.
I should.
Oh my God.
I want a greenhouse. Did he build it himself?
Mm-hmm, it came as like a kit. And it's huge. It's massive. It is like, yeah.
That's my goal this summer is to have like a greenhouse situation.
Yeah. I mean, he's got, it's like a commercial greenhouse.
Oh,
it's
well,
crazy.
that's not what I want.
Yeah. But, so they volunteer at Eagle Days, the Missouri Naturalists do every year. So we go there and Sage has got her little binoculars around her neck and stuff. And she's like, Papa. And
That's
Mark's
cute.
like, oh, okay. The next show starts in like 3 minutes or the next demonstration or whatever.
Yeah.
Keaton's like, why are we at the apple shed? I thought we were antiquing. So then we go into the apple shed that has no heat, you know, we're freezing cold, sitting there, and like the conservation guys are getting out like their golden eagle and showing
And
it.
getting out their gloves things.
They're real intense glove, and then they get out
Raptor
the bald
gloves.
eagle and they're talking about him, and Keaton is just like, you did not tell me we were doing this. I'm like, but Keaton, birds are your passion.
And they're America's bird.
And then my mom is just like getting right in front of Sage to take pictures.
And you're like, what are you going to do with that photo of a bald eagle tomorrow?
Keaton's like, just watch the bald eagle right now. What do you?
You're not going to go home and like print that and put it in a scrapbook, are you?
She might.
I mean, she might.
So Keaton was not thrilled at the trickery I played. So
I love it.
Then Sage was hungry, so then we went to like the American Legion or whatever. But of course they had like fish and...
You went to eat at the American Legion?
I don't know, or
there's
the
a
VFW
bar.
or there's something.
There's like 2 restaurants in Clarksville.
Well, they wanted to support like the organizations.
Okay.
And so of course Keaton's gluten free. There's nothing there she can eat.
No.
So then she's just like, oh,
can I have a banana?
God. And then Sage is like, well, I want to go to the riverfront and look for eagles. And Keaton's like, sweet Jesus. I'm like, can you guys just drop us off at the antique center and go look at your eagles?
Yes.
So that's what happened. We had a great time. I've started a decorative plate collection.
I saw that on Facebook. Like, I just now saw
The
it.
creepier the better. Jamie is mortified. So I bought all of those with the exception of my little kittens in a basket that say get the hell out of our house. I bought that on Etsy. Everything else was purchased at the Clarksville Antique Center.
I mean, like,
and aren't they great? I don't want a couple of these were my grandma's. So obviously those are there. But I'm like, I'm going to start a plate collection, hang them all over my walls. And Jamie's like, are you kidding me? You make me leave all the dead animals downstairs. I'm like,
they're
yeah,
like all pictures of Victorian people.
But they're hilarious, right?
Yes.
Like, look at those.
That is Jamie. It's that photo of Jamie.
For sure.
With like a beanbag on his head. Oh, look. This was at the Clarksville.
No, that was my grandma's.
That is horrifying.
That's a Christmas Carol where he's being visited by the ghosts.
It is.
So, yeah. And then Keaton got like an old strawberry shortcake clip thing, and she got a beret. She's been wanting a beret for years now, so we got a beret.
They have a whole costume section.
Yeah, we went through
it's
all
cute.
of the vintage dresses and stuff. Yeah, we had a great time. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, it really
just
was.
Tricked her into some fun,
and they're very reasonably priced.
They are.
Check it out, guys. Clarksville Antique
Center.
Center, I believe.
I don't even think
Follow
I made
them on
words.
Facebook. She doesn't do the crazy posting since
Angie.
she broke her leg or whatever. Don't blame her.
Oh my God! But you can look back and see them. Like she used to dress up.
She still dresses up
and hide.
Yeah, she just doesn't hang from the rafters.
One of them, she's dressed as a mermaid. She only has a top on. You're like, Angie,
and she's always there working.
Yes, she has no employees. I don't think. She also now rents U-Hauls.
Oh, great.
Kyle's rented
and
a couple.
There was even a lady there that, last week with, donuts and cookies and stuff. Just complimentary. She's like, would you like anything? I'm like, no, we're good. Thank you.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Because then Angie was like, what section did you get this beret out of? And
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, by the cookies and donuts? I don't
Yeah, because she has to
remember.
Charge it back to whoever. Yeah. That's amazing. Clarksville also has a bar, Cherries. They have great bar food. And I think they have Fitz's soda there, too, which is, exciting for me.
Clarksville's a cute little town.
It could be so much more.
It really could.
It breaks my heart.
Yeah.
It used to be
beautiful
better.
Homes. Well, it's like Louisiana.
I know. They used to
it
have
makes
Be
me sad.
Naturals.
Mm-hmm. They used to have that glass blowing place.
Yeah, that place was awesome.
I went to high school with one of the glass
Did
blowers.
Yeah. We do. Kyle knew them, I think.
Okay.
Too. So anyway.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Okay, so sorry if you didn't win. Wah, wah. Well, maybe we'll do this again. So keep following. Keep sharing. We do appreciate you. Maybe we'll
Sorry if you didn't win.
I'd say we'd send you a sticker for sure, except I think we've already given stickers to all those people. So
have we?
We could send you a lock of our hair. I don't know what else to do.
Jessica Jansen, I'll send you some stickers, okay, the next time I see you. There you go. I made a star by your name.
I mean, I feel like, have we sent stickers to Miranda via Chris?
I feel like we have.
Okay.
Tanya with an A.
Yeah, I feel like we... Did we
she
ever
may
get
have bought stickers from us, actually.
Tanya,
let us know.
You
Text
lunch.
us.
We'll just have lunch with you.
We owe you like one of our organs.
For real.
Do you need anything? Do you need like a kidney?
And here's the thing. Are you just being nice because we genuinely believe you think we're funny? I don't even know what those points.
This is the most embarrassing.
Stroke our ego, will you, Tanya?
She's so sweet.
She is. Okay.
Dear
gonna
God,
shut up
help
now.
me.
Again, no one
Okay.
cares.
I literally looked at my topics this morning. But they're interesting.
Hey, that's
Should I
good.
go first? I'm like ready.
Okay.
I don't know. You don't even have your
I don't have my
computer.
computer up. I just made sure I got into the right Google account.
What is happening?
I don't know, but I'm here for it.
Okay.
Make sure you take
also,
this
I'm
if
real
you're gonna
sorry
get in contact with her.
that I like have a kind of like a cold thing going on. I'm on the back end of it though. So
There's always something.
if I'm
with us.
coughing or
It is what it
sniffling,
is.
I can't.
I didn't even
stop.
bring my giant stash of tissues. I'm actually using a used tissue today. After I always say, "Don't worry, these aren't used. This is used."
I won't touch
Whatever.
it then. Okay, today. Hold on. Which of these am I going to? I don't even know. We're going here.
Just go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe it.
We're going here. I'm gonna tell you about Zanzibar's Popobawa demon.
Ooh, that's a mouthful.
It is.
I thought you were going to talk about Xander from Buffy.
Oh God.
That would have been amazing.
There's a kid in Rory's class named Xander. I'm like,
I thought you were going to say Buffy.
Oh, that'd be great too. I'm like, are you his friend? She's like, his name is Alexander, but he goes by Xander. I'm like, yeah, that's usually how that goes.
We know how that works.
I know. Buffy's so great. Oh my God. I'm like
I just
fully.
had a cramp at my
Are you
arm.
okay?
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just have to move. I was literally just trying to like pull my sleeve up to check my watch.
And
'Cause
she
it
hurt
went off
herself.
and I hurt my
Should
shoulder.
I call an ambulance?
No, I don't know. I can't afford that.
Oh my God. I'm like totally, fully in Buffy now, though. Like, I ordered some Buffy stickers.
Oh, look at
I
you.
pulled out my Buffy encyclopedia.
Yeah.
I need to find my Buffy yearbook.
Keaton's got that, I think.
Does she?
She's
I've
got a whole
lost it
Buffy
somehow.
collection of stuff. It's in a tote. Like
I told her
an
she
under the bed
needs to
storage
rewatch
tote.
it.
Yeah, for
She
sure.
was not interested. I don't think. I was like, but girl.
Well, I really think she has watched the entire series twice through in her
Oh.
lifetime, and her lifetime isn't that long.
No,
so
that's
she's-
true. But right now it's so like applicable with all the
Yeah.
90s fashion coming back, you know? Like you see things and you're like, someone would wear that now.
Yeah,
Literally now. Also, I don't even know.
because it was amazing.
God, it's
Michelle
so good.
Gellar. Oh, we love you.
I started watching Wolfpack, her new show on Paramount Plus. It's sorry, I'm getting a sweater. I'm actually cold today. Look at me being cold. It's
And I'm just tired of layers, so I just wore a sweatshirt. I'm like, well, if I have to take it off and sit in my sports bra, so be it.
I mean, we've slept together in a bed.
Exactly. You've rested your head upon my bosom.
I know.
I hope you like that, Anna, because you're getting it.
How were we sleeping in that bed together? Me, you, Keaton. Who was in the?
Which time?
Were you in the middle? You were in the middle.
I was in the middle.
Amy Sandwich.
Because Keaton flip-flops so much. I'm like, well, I'll just take her flip-flopping. No point in Whitney having to do that.
And we all just slept like this.
Yes.
Arms at our sides like corpses.
And we honestly thought the man was going to kick us out.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like, what do you care
God.
how we're sleeping?
yeah, mind
None of
your
your
freaking business. Ugh. Telling me what to do. Also, anyway, God, I almost went down I'm just so freaking pissed at the state of Missouri and all these don't say gay laws and shit that I could literally just like stab somebody. Okay, I won't though. That's
Why?
pretty far.
Are like all these videos I keep seeing online of like all these schools in like Florida where they've taken all their books? Are those real? Are they really taking everyone's books?
I don't
out of
know,
their
but it doesn't
classrooms and stuff?
seem-
Can we not?
I know, and now they're making they're trying to pass the don't say gay law where you will not be able to say the word gay in a public school without facing any sort of consequences. The CEO of my company is going down to testify on Tuesday on like the House floor.
That is what?
It's so dumb. I mean, can we just stop? Why are you so afraid of gay people? It's like, are you afraid you're going to catch it?
I mean, but how are you supposed to communicate? Like,
You're supposed to pretend like it's not a thing, I suppose.
but I have gay students. I
Right.
have transgender students.
right.
I have gender
Right.
non-binary students.
Right.
And I'm going to respect.
Yeah, you're
I
just...
better just shut up now.
You go to jail, I'll come bail you out.
thanks.
Or I'll just go in there.
I don't understand.
I'll just run into a school and scream gay just so I can go to jail with you. Can we share a cell bed? Sorry, it's not funny. Sorry. I went to a weird place.
Especially the Lincoln County Jail. Hey!
God, help us. Did you hear? Okay, this may be like rumor mill, but that I saw this in Lincoln County something or other, that they're reopening Bianca Piper's cold case, and that there were a bunch of...
Well, it should have never been closed.
Well, maybe...
First of
True.
all.
Maybe it's not closed. Maybe they're just, like, making it hot instead of cold. I don't know.
I remember when that happened. She was a student at my school when she went missing.
Yeah, apparently, like, some coroners and a bunch of people were at a place near their house. And, I mean, this is all
Speculation.
internet fodder. But someone went on there and posted, and it was like, my husband's... They had, like, septic trucks there pumping stuff. It's weird. So...
We just finally had our septic pumped out last week. Apparently, you're supposed to do that every 3 years.
Oh, God.
Oops. We hadn't done it since we lived there.
It's full of so much
It
poop.
really was. It was kind of... He's like, we may have to come back this summer and, like, replace your pipes.
He's like...
Which is, like,
"You guys-
another $2,000. We
You guys really poop a
just
lot.
paid, like, $700 to pump it out.
You'll have to give me the...
But how are you supposed to know this stuff?
No
If
one
no one
teaches
tells
you. You need to...
Apparently, it's like a state law. God, I hope we don't just
Really?
get fined now
A
for
state
something.
law?
Yeah, because Jamie asked, he's like, how often are we supposed to do this? And George was like, well, according to the state of Missouri,
Is that
every 3
Mailer?
years. Yeah.
Oh, they do it?
Yeah. They're amazing. Mailer
They
and
are.
Sons. Highly recommend.
They really are.
Do
They did all of
stuff.
our...
And they come right when you call. They're amazing and very reasonably priced.
That's
I mean,
unfortunate that they...
I don't want to pump poo for a living, but I'm glad they do it because... But anyway, so now we know every 3 years
I'll
we're
tell
supposed to
Kyle
have that
because we've
pumped.
lived here now coming up on 7 years and we haven't done that either.
Well, we have 17. So much poop.
And you have like a lot of boys in your house.
But we've called them other times. They're like, hey, the alarm's going off on the septic because we have an alarm.
What for? What?
Like when anything's wrong.
Rare,
with it.
rare.
No,
Poop
it is
alert.
really loud.
What is it?
But it's like when no one ever told us it needed just the last time we could. 2 times ago, they were like, when's the last time you had this pumped out? Jamie's like, I don't remember. Because never.
I like that little white
But
lie.
usually they just like flush the lines and stuff. It's like, oh, apparently we're supposed to have that pumped.
Oh God! Well, great. Have you
Yeah.
pumped your sewer septic lately? Some of you live in places where you probably don't have
This
to
has
do
been
that.
a public service announcement. That would be the
Rural
one,
America.
one benefit of living in city limits.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like you have, but then you have a water bill and a sewer bill, and so
Yeah, but I mean, if my water goes out, I'm gonna have to pay $20,000
Well,
to
yeah,
get
I
new
know.
water. So I mean, maybe it's worth it.
I hope that doesn't happen because I paid $20,000 just to get it put in.
Yeah, it's
so.
a nightmare. Anyways,
No, again, no one cares.
so maybe they're gonna find her. I mean, unfortunately, it sounds if that's the case, she's probably passed away, which is really sad. but
Well,
at least
I mean,
there'd be
I've
some.
always believed.
Yeah, at least there
were
might be
foul
closure.
play.
But everybody's Lincoln County is on fire. And the lady was like, my husband's there. He's a septic something and he's pumping. And then apparently like a few hours later, that post got deleted because she probably wasn't supposed to say that. And he probably wasn't supposed to tell her.
Well,
you know,
that's hard to keep a secret like that.
Yeah, for sure. So
I'm
anyway.
telling you that my septic was being pumped.
Do you have a body in there? How'd you get a body in a septic tank? Okay, I don't know.
No, you can lift the
Open it.
the round thing. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's awful. That's awful.
Yeah,
That's real awful.
that's very terrible.
And then she's also okay. Maybe this is too gross. Maybe I won't say that online. Online, on the air.
Wherever
I'll
we
tell
are.
you after.
Okay, let's get back.
Let's get back to my
Pow Pow.
Popobawa demon from Zanzibar. I don't know what country Zanzibar's in. Let me do a little. Zanzibar. Is that in Africa?
Like South Africa.
Tanzania? Zanzibar is in Tanzania, I believe. Or is Zanzibar a country? Zanzibar is a country. It's not clear where this is. What is happening?
It's not in North America.
Oh, it's a tiny little like island country right off the coast of Tanzania. Great. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Now I know.
Here,
It's in the Indian
educational.
Ocean. They speak Swahili there, or Arabic, or English. So thanks. That's helpful. Moving on. Back to our...
Probably all of them. How many languages do you speak? Next time you decide to get ignorant with someone.
These people aren't doing
has-
that.
No, they're not.
Our people listening aren't those people.
I just get...
Or you'd hate us. Anyway, this is like the most off the freaking rails, stupid.
Oh, 20 minutes
You
in,
spent
we're
20
still
minutes
not.
talking about your poop.
Hey, you got to pump your poop sometimes.
True. Okay, so this gets a little like sexual assaulty against men. Just so you know.
Okay.
Trigger warning. In 1990, this is an article by Joe Nickel for centerforinquiry.org.
There's a country singer named Joe Nichols. I think he's been at the Bowling Green Fair before.
He has. It's probably him.
Don't ask me anything he sings.
He has 2 lives. Little country music, I'm sad, I'm singing about it. And now about this demon. So this article's called Zanzibar's Popobawa Demon Still Attacking Skeptics. It attacks skeptics.
Oh, well, we're safe.
Of the demon. It's like, oh, you don't think I exist? Huh?
Watch this.
What now?
Bo?
It's great. All right. In 1995, this is from Joe Nichols' perspective. In 1995, I published a short article titled The Skeptic Raping Demon of Zanzibar, telling of a bat-winged cyclopean, I've never said that before,
No, that's
dwarf,
a lot going on.
or a little. That's a bad joke.
You came up short on everything, even eyes. Poor guy.
How do you fly with one eye? Like, I feel like that wouldn't be good for
Your
flying.
peripheral vision is non-existent. In a very straight line, and pray there are no trees in your way.
Oh my God, I hope there's pictures. Okay. Whew, that have reportedly swept into bedrooms and attacked men, especially those who disbelieved in the creature. Look out, Chris. He's a skeptic. Okay, sorry.
What I will is coming for you.
That would be horrifying, though. Okay, the phenomenon had occurred in previous decades, but had returned. A colleague handed me an article on the phenomenon and joked, "Here's a case for you to solve." What an idiot. Reading a few paragraphs, I replied, "I have solved it."
Oh. Very self-confident.
I know. According to The Guardian, a victim at first thought he was dreaming, but felt something pressing down on him. No doubt the Popobawa. The name is Swahili for batwing. Like Batman's friend,
Do you only have
Batwing.
one wing also?
No, Batwing. What?
Wing?
Oh.
One wing? Not two?
No, that would not work. Who had come to sexually attack him. See my accompanying drawing? Excuse me, what?
What?
There's no drawing.
Joe Nichols.
Thank God there's no drawing, though. I don't know if I want to see
I'm
that.
curious.
I recognize the phenomenon as having the characteristics of a common waking dream. Oh, well, this isn't... It's not... Okay, moving on. We'll just read this and then I have one more. This occurs when the precipitant, the person who this is happening to...
Participant?
No, it's percipient.
It's got to be participant.
You see?
Yeah.
Is that not a word? Percipient?
Recipient? Joe Nichols.
Joe Nickel, you ever write before?
I've thought about being an editor once I retire. I think I could do that.
It says percipient, extrasensory perception. Oh. That's not a word, guys. Okay. Joe Nichols. God, stick with singing.
Stick with the fair circuit.
The fair circuit. With the corn dog crew.
Oh.
Like
What's the corn dog place, though? It's always there. Like Joe's corn dog?
what?
No.
They're always just like random
But there's
carnival-looking
one
corn
that's always-
dogs.
Don's corn dogs.
Oh, I've never.
You've never had a Don's?
No.
Don,
I would
maybe
go-
Don died. I don't know. Maybe there isn't a Don corn dog anymore. But Don's corn dogs were always the best.
Maybe he's a corn dog connoisseur.
Why don't corn dogs you buy at the grocery store taste half as good as the corn dogs you get at the fair?
That's true. My kids just like rip the corn part off of the dog.
And just eat the dog, or
Then
just
eat the
corn?
dog and then just eat the corn separate.
Oh, separately.
I'm like, you guys are
Interesting.
weird. They do the same with pancake rack sausages, which are amazing, by the way. I mean, what more do you want in your life? Dip that in some maple syrup.
Oh, now I want a McGriddle.
This occurs when the participant, we're saying, is in a state between being awake and asleep and exhibits features of both. Like a
great.
person has a dreamlike hallucinatory experience while seemingly awake. The sense of being held down, called sleep paralysis, comes from the body still being in the sleep mode. Okay, yeah, great. Well,
I'm really surprised I don't experience more sleep paralysis.
Same.
Considering all the melatonin I eat every night.
Do you use melatonin to go to sleep?
Every night.
Why? You're like narcoleptic.
Because I can fall asleep. I can't stay asleep without it.
Well, then there you go. So this guy, Joe Nichols, thinks that this is the reason why a lot of like incubuses and succubuses have occurred in the past and that they're not real. They're just dreams. Whatever, Joe.
Joe, no, you're playing with fire. You are now a skeptic. You're going to get
I don't know where
attacked.
this is looking real weird. So I've not read this article ahead of time. So let's go on this adventure together. My observations began to be cited, finally gaining some prominence in a book, Popobawa by Katrina Robinson, a professor of African cultural studies. She reports my insights on the waking dream phenomenon and acknowledges that I was the first to put forth this hypothesis for the Popobawa attacks. Joe Nickel, okay.
Kind of full of himself.
Really?
Really? Did she really say that?
She's like some guy.
Pictures or it didn't happen, Joe.
But she also seems to resent me for it. Ugh.
Oh, God.
Joe Nickel! Joe Nickel's like the worst man alive.
See what he sings.
She points to a couple of textual simplifications I made and... Okay, this is annoying. I'm going to stop reading this article. It's annoying. Moving on, because that's like...
Tequila makes her clothes fall off.
Oh, God. Joe Nickel would sing that.
Joe.
Moving on. He's annoying. Let's go to ThompsonSafaris.com. Would you go on a safari?
No.
No. No.
No, I would not.
Nothing about it seems fun to me either.
Being eaten by a wild animal is just
No.
one more thing for me to worry about.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
All right. Hundreds of cultures worldwide have legends of dangerous mythical demons beings that locals swear exist, but which science has yet to conclusively document. God.
Cannot talk. Struggle bus today.
The chupacabra, for instance, in Puerto Rico and Latin America. The Yeti of the Himalayas, and the Jersey Devil of Jersey.
All of our friends.
What a place, Jersey. All fall into this category of creatures. Locals blame them for everything from livestock slaughter to human abductions. And despite the lack of proof of their existence, whispers and rumors of their evil deeds keep them alive in the darkest corners of Whitney and Amy's imagination.
Yes.
It doesn't say that I added that. In Tanzania... Specifically on the island of Zanzibar. Oh, Zanzibar is a part of Tanzania. Geography lesson.
Okay.
The demon that haunts locals' dreams is the Popobawa, or Batwing. The earliest recorded sightings of the Popobawa occurred in 1965 on the island of Pemba, though accounts of the creature popped up more frequently by the early 70s. While this may seem shockingly recent to us old people, many mythical creatures have relatively recent origins. The first chupacabra sighting only occurred in 95. Surprising.
Or
anywhere, apparently.
Huh.
That is surprising, isn't it?
It's very surprising.
Maybe it's not true.
Really gained a lot of traction and not a lot of time.
I've literally seen a chupacabra, I swear. I stand by it. In the state of Missouri on Highway 61.
When my kids were really, really little, I remember every time we'd see something drive across the road, they're like, chupacabra! I'm like, that's so precious. And Jamie's like,
baby.
Stop it! Stop changing our children, you weirdo.
We can't help it.
No.
This is who you married. Were you that weird the whole time? Like, before you guys got married?
Oh, I probably toned it down a little bit just to... I don't know.
In those days or now?
In those days.
Yeah.
No, God, no, not now.
No, I didn't think so.
Are you kidding?
I was like, what was it like then?
Oh, my freak flag fly now.
Were you
No, I've always been
I'm totally normal, Jamie.
weird. Oh, no, I was never like that. I've never put on false airs. Take it or leave it. How could anyone resist? Come on.
I mean, true.
I'm amazing. I remember when he and I first started dating, people were like, I don't get it. Because I don't know. We don't see it. Like, on paper, we don't look compatible. I don't know.
But his, like, snarky, sarcastic ass, like, probably just warms your little dark heart,
Or inflames it.
Well, at the beginning, it probably warmed it. And as time goes on, the warm turns
He has a pretty good sense of humor.
He does.
I like to laugh.
He does. I mean, every time I see Jamie, he says, "What's up, asshole?" to me. We have
Without
that
fail.
That's our relationship. We love each other. It's fine. Friends till the end. Oh, God.
Oh, you need to send him that picture of himself again. You haven't done that in a while.
You, Jamie, found this photo of you. Look at your baby soft skin. What's your skincare regimen? It's like, can we put that on our socials? Does he follow us?
I don't know.
He would kill us, actually. Literally murder us.
Yeah, this little podcast would
And as would our lives.
no longer exist.
Then they're looking for our remains in a septic tank that
has just been pumped, so we will both
it's just empty. At least
the alarm is going off again because we've clogged the pipes.
God. At least we're together.
Exactly.
We're like those people after the Pompeii where they're just clutching each other. It's me and Amy in a septic tank. This is very morbid.
Or those mummies, the lovers. That's what they're called. Isn't that what it's called?
That is us.
They were found embracing
We're just clutching each other. Jamie!
In the poop tank.
That's about how that would go for us.
Remember.
Oh my gosh. Okay. A shapeshifter, the Pompeii... I'm so sorry, everybody. The Popobawa is a shapeshifter and is said to take on both human and animal forms at will. I don't know if that's like, maybe, is that like something I'd want?
Yeah, it almost sounds like a skinwalker.
It'd be kind of sweet. You could be like, giraffe. I don't know why I chose that.
It'd be kind of hard to be inconspicuous if you turn into
You're
a
just
giraffe.
like... Hey. But so, like, noble looking. Hello, Troy.
I can reach things on the top shelf
We
now.
would immediately be
I've
killed.
never known that feeling. Oh, yeah.
We're like shot and then we're in someone's front room.
Yes, we are a trophy
Great room.
now. I go from being a trophy wife to just a trophy. What is that called? Trophy
Animal?
Trophy
Trophy
prey?
We have these in our own homes.
Yes.
We have these trophies.
Waterfowl at my house.
Waterfowl.
So much waterfowl.
I just have deer and a turkey.
So much. Jamie woke me up the other night. Where are all those duck heads I had on the kitchen counter? I'm like, they're in the Trader Joe's bag on the basement steps. They did not belong on the kitchen counter.
Like an actual, like the foam
the
heads?
form. Yeah.
The foam?
They're more like plastic.
Oh, I just thought you meant like dead, decapitated heads.
No, the thing you like put the skin on.
Ooh.
I don't
God,
know. I
isn't
still
that
don't
gross?
understand it.
I need
why.
to blow my
So
nose in a minute.
pointless. Looking around.
It's fine. I'll go use toilet paper. I might have some. Anyway, no one cares.
A face mask.
Okay, let's see here. It gets its evocative name, however, from the distinctive shadow cast by its outspread wings when it attacks.
So it has two wings.
Believers say the creature is a jinn. Ooh, released by a... What is this word? I don't know how to pronounce this.
Your faith in me is great.
Isn't it like Isn't it like a Egyptian thing? Well, maybe not since we're in Africa. Well, Egypt is in Africa.
I would say sheik,
anyway.
but that's...
Sheikh. Look up. Oh, it's an Arabic and Islamic honorific title. Also, okay. It's like somebody from a chief of a tribe or a noble family member. Interesting. So they like can release things. So it's a jinn released by a sheik. I'm probably saying that wrong. Seeking vengeance. Fortunately for the Zanzibaris, the sheik quickly unfortunately, I don't remember what I said, quickly lost control of the spirit helper who then turned to evil ways.
Whoops.
Yikes.
Sorry.
Gotta have a better leash on that.
Slow backward walk out of the room now. Good luck with that, guys.
Yikes. According to believers, the Popobawa will creep into your room in the dark of the night and attack you in your own bed. Don't tell Keaton this.
Joke's on it. It would trip over my humidifier, my tower fans, all this stuff.
It's like, what is this whirlwind of air? It's like in a vortex of your room.
And this like...
What's that smell?
It's like cool vapor water flowing
and
through
the smell
air.
of your farts. It's just like immediately, oh God! It's great. You really have it going on.
I do.
You know what's up. Like, no one's creeping in your room. The smell, the fan vortex, the vapors, the warm air. I love that. Your room sounds great, except for the farts. Okay. Sometimes a sulfuric is what I would say, smell accompanies the creature.
So it's like, is it me or is it her? I don't know.
Occasionally, it is heard on the roof, claws scraping before it enters. Ugh. But a single Popobawa attack isn't the end of the horror. Legend has it that if you don't tell others about the attack, the Popobawa will visit you again, staying longer and attacking more violently on each subsequent visit. So you best be telling.
Yeah.
You better be.
Kind of guy. I hope you have better luck than us, Popobawa.
It's also particularly fond of attacking Popobawa non-believers because it's a jerk. That's literally what this says. Since the earliest sightings, several Popobawa panics have broken out, most recently in 2007. Strangely, the sightings seem to happen in waves. Dozens or hundreds of individuals will report being attacked in a given year. Then the creature flies under the radar, essentially unheard of for several years before appearing again. Some skeptics, notably the Sci-Fi Channel television show Destination Truth, have tied these intervals of the Zanzibari to the Zanzibari election cycle. Panics occur predictably and exclusively in years when Zanzibari officials are up for election, then fade away until the next major election year.
I'm surprised we haven't had that yet.
The show concluded that opposition party members created and regularly revived the myth of the Popobari as a political tool. Like so many savvy politicians before them, savvy, give me a break. These officials, according to the show, are using fear to garner votes. Well, yeah, that's literally a whole thing. That's the whole plan. Always.
Yeah. The end. Like that's...
Duh. Oh my God. Whether it's the product of an evil sorcerer or a cunning politico, the Popobawa has taken on a life of its own in Tanzania. So if you see the outline of dark wings against the night sky, make sure to keep your lights on. The end.
All right.
I'm sorry if some creepy little... Hold on, I think I have a picture to show you.
Popobawa.
It's not cute. Prepare yourself.
Well, none of our things are ever cute. Let's just be straight.
Hold on. This one's real bad.
My glass is so filthy.
Oh, shoot. Come on. Here we go.
Oh.
Imagine like a grinning... okay... Imagine Dobby from Harry Potter.
With one
eye, sharp fangs.
And Voldemort's nose.
Yes, Voldemort's nose. Very skinny and wings. Maniacal smile. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to...
Great description.
Thank you. I'm going to go in here and blow my nose.
I'm going to wipe all the crap off my glasses. I don't know what's happening.
Should we pause?
No, we shouldn't. We shan't. Let's see. What am I going to talk about today? Let's see. Oh, God. Why is this not loading? What is my life? I don't even know. Okay. So I'm going to be going to medium.com.
Love that place.
Yeah. And I'm going to be talking about The Baffling Tale of Dorothy Eady.
Oh, who's Dorothy?
I don't know.
Oh my God, I can breathe. It's glorious.
I haven't a clue. Throw me the Lindor, will ya?
Yeah, which type?
I don't care. I'll close my eyes and pick like we did for our winner.
Pick the blue.
What's
dark
blue?
chocolate.
Yeah.
You want black? Extra dark chocolate. How dark do you want to go? I don't know.
I got nothing
I don't
for
know.
that. I don't even know how to answer that.
Do you watch Love is Blind?
Okay.
Never mind.
I don't watch any of that crap. Keaton watches all that stuff.
Oh, me and Kyle watch it together. It's cute.
I just can't.
Wow, judging. It's actually really entertaining.
Did you watch the Pamela Anderson documentary?
I'm watching it tonight. I have to. Have you watched it? It looks so good. I feel for her.
I kind of want to read her
book now.
But I'm like, but it's the same title as the documentary. So is there anything in the book? Mm-hmm. But I'm watching anything in the book. She talks about Tim Allen flashing her, and that wasn't mentioned in the documentary.
Yeah,
so
what is that?
I don't know.
Tim Allen, you're the freaking Santa Claus, bro.
Yeah,
gross.
Come on.
Can men in this country just put their dicks away?
And like she made a really good point in the documentary too. How that sex tape basically ruined her career.
Yeah, and was against her. She didn't want that out.
So that's they never got a dime. Never. Everything says they settled, But yeah, they settled by just like dropping the case because it was taking a toll on her. But like she even said, that ruined her career. She really
Yes,
never
she was
worked
a
again.
joke.
But since he was a rock star, all it did was like
that's how it
amplify
goes.
his career.
That's how it goes for men. She
so
was like a
it's
slut. I'm using
and she
quotes.
just seems so down to earth. She doesn't have a lick of makeup on in the whole documentary. She's just gardening.
Aww.
She's always been a spokesperson for PETA.
Does she have any kids? Mm-hmm. Does she? Is she married now?
Brandon and Dylan.
Oh, that's cute.
She had them with Tommy.
Oh, okay.
She married Kid Rock for 5 seconds.
God.
I know. And then she's been married a few times.
Yeah.
Nothing ever really stuck, I don't think. But that's okay.
She married Kid Rock. Can you imagine?
Oh,
God.
Ew.
He must smell so bad, right? Doesn't he look like he smells?
Just so greasy.
He does not use deodorant, I guarantee.
No.
He's nasty.
Yeah.
Him in that Woodstock documentary, I'm just like, ugh.
Ugh. Anyway.
My name is Kid.
Ball with a ball.
And you're like, you're just making sound.
It's cool when Missy Elliott does it.
Yeah,
not when
cool
you do
when
it.
And you're just like a racist.
And he was like rich. He grew up wealthy.
I know. It's a whole act.
Yeah, straight out the trailer. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
I lived in a trailer.
Right.
I'm offended by you saying you lived in a trailer when you had like freaking tennis courts on your estate growing up.
Tennis courts.
Yes.
Probably grew up in a polo shirt.
Not cool.
That's interesting. I didn't really know that about him. Mm-hmm. What a freaking poser.
Now, Eminem really did come from like 8 Mile.
I love
so
Eminem.
We're here for you, Marshall Mathers.
I love that guy.
We're not here for Bob Ritchie or whatever his name. Isn't that his name? It's Bob something.
I mean, I will say that some of Eminem's lyrics, as I look back on them now as a grown woman, are very problematic. But I do admire his work ethic. And,
yes. And coming from nothing.
And he seems different now.
Yeah.
Like he's a grown man.
He was young when he was.
He's got a kid. Out. He seems like a good dad. Yeah. I wonder what happened to Kim. His
I don't know. I hope the best for her.
I do too.
I don't think she had an easy go.
Their
with
daughter
it
is beautiful. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that was Music Corner.
Back to Dorothy Eady. E-A-D-Y. I don't know. Eady. This is by Greg Newby. What a great name.
E-D-Y?
E-A-D-Y. Dorothy.
Got it.
I don't know what any of this is about. So here we go.
Wow.
I know it's about Dorothy Eady.
Thank you for listening.
I'm assuming maybe
we really should pay you guys
maybe there's
money,
like
a
some
salary.
psychics involved. It's on medium.com. So there we go.
There we go.
But it's better when we don't know.
I agree.
We get surprised right along with you guys.
And there's
by
always
the
something
facts.
funny.
There is. Here's a historical head scratcher for you. It's the tale of Dorothy Eady, a 20th century Egyptologist of some renown.
Ooh.
Look at her. Back in
love
the day,
Egyptology.
Female Egyptologist.
I mean, I feel like it's probably
Dorothy.
a little problematic, but
yeah,
I'm fascinated by the culture of
I don't know that we should
ancient
be
Egypt taking things.
disturbing the dead, but also how are we going to learn? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if you need to study my corpse, I guess go
once
for
I'm
it.
dead, I really don't give a
I don't
crap.
know what you're going to learn. Like, man, she'd like chocolate. And
The effects of...
how does she still have gas in her body? We don't understand.
We cut you open and it's just fine.
It's like a human propane tank, this one. All her
Yeah,
life.
we make a lot of jokes about you farting a lot. I'm sorry.
Whatever. It is what it is.
I fart. I was
mean,
late picking you up because I had to drop a big deuce.
I was super bloated yesterday because I ate a big salad.
Yeah, when a poop is coming, I'm not going to disturb it. I'm just going to let it ride. Will I be late to things? Yes.
Hey,
Here it comes.
I'd rather be late to things than not suffering through a poo pain
Yeah, or I'd have to stop the podcast. Like that day,
Exactly.
I almost pooped my pants.
and clog the toilet.
So embarrassing.
All right, back to Dorothy. All her life, she claimed to be the reincarnation of a priestess in the cult of Isis and seemed to have intimate knowledge to back it up. She even knew details that had never been published.
What?
Well, then how do we know those details are accurate? Just asking. I'm not being skeptical, I'm just asking.
Asking for a friend.
Yes. So she was born in London in 1904 to Irish parents. Her remarkable story began at age 3. That was when she fell headlong down a flight of stairs in her home and was knocked unconscious.
Oh my gosh.
Well, they probably didn't have safety gates.
I'm very afraid of that happening to my kids at the Lily's house. They have a very big staircase and it's wooden.
Oh, yeah. We had a very steep wooden staircase at my grandma's growing up that led to like the attic where my bedroom was. And it was...
And you can't walk on socks on those.
No.
Got to fall right down.
I'm like, why is it so steep?
There wasn't enough room to make it not steep.
Yeah. But I even
That's a ladder, Amy.
When Grandma got older, like she would still go up there. My dad would get so upset. He's like, Mom, you can't be going up there because you're here by yourself. You're going to fall.
You fall.
It's so
no.
dangerous.
No.
So anyways, this happened to poor little Dorothy.
That's sad.
So accounts disagree on what actually happened next. Some say she was pronounced dead before suddenly reviving. Others claim she merely suffered a rare brain injury of some sort, such as a foreign accent syndrome.
Never.
What?
Oh, where you just wake up with a foreign accent?
She was only 3. All 3-year-olds have foreign accents, in my opinion. But
right.
Whatever.
They're like a little lisp.
Yes. Whatever the case, the spill forever altered her. For one thing, her speech patterns had noticeably changed. For another, she probably had a traumatic brain injury.
Right.
For another, she kept asking her parents to take her home. When they asked her where home was, the girl couldn't say. Her mother and father were understandably baffled.
Oh my God.
Sometime within the first year of her accident, Dorothy's parents brought her to an Egyptian exhibit at the British Museum. What a fun little day trip. I mean, well, good for them. For real. I never took my children to museums at the age of 3.
Well, no, why would you? It's a waste of money.
Well, maybe they
won't remember.
Be more refined and whatnot.
Your kids are super refined.
I know. Sure they are.
They're like the most refined kids I've ever met.
They're good kids.
They are.
It is at this point her story truly gets weird.
Oh.
Wandering among the artifacts, it is said she suddenly pointed to a photo and cried, "There's my home!" The image was the temple of Seti I, who was the father of Ramses the Great.
Oh.
The child insisted fervently that she had once lived in that very building, but then noticed that something was missing. Where are the trees? Where are the gardens?
Oh.
The story goes that Dorothy joyously ran about the Egyptian rooms in the museum.
Did it not used to be a desert?
And don't they have like velvet ropes or something? Should she really be running through the Egyptian
You're going to
museum?
break some pottery.
Kissing the feet of statues and saying she was now amongst her people.
Well, I mean, why would kissing the feet is a very like specific thing to do.
No,
that a
agreed.
kid would not know or think to
and
do.
saying I'm amongst my people.
Yeah, who says amongst? Maybe people did in 1904. I don't know.
I don't either. Her parents understandably discouraged this talk, but as she grew older, the girl took to visiting the exhibits as often as she could. At some point, she caught the attention of the prominent Egyptologist E.A. Wallace Budge, who encouraged her to learn hieroglyphics.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds tedious.
And like, wow.
Yeah. Her teenage years were troubled, though. One Sunday school teacher, for instance, asked that her parents keep her home because of her tendency to compare Christianity with Egyptian paganism. Well, God forbid she question anything. Just keep her home, please. I have no answers. She's
probably the devil.
She cannot come and make her macaroni picture next week. She's done.
And learn a song about
Father Abraham had many sons.
Well,
Sunday school.
Oh my God.
The girls' school she attended expelled her after she stubbornly refused to sing a hymn that exhorts God to curse the swart Egyptians.
Yeah, that's where I was going, but then I was like, am I totally off there? So I was afraid to say it. But like the Egyptians, and there was a lot of issues during that time with, I don't know who. Was it Jesus specifically? He wasn't there yet, I don't think. I don't know. Anyway, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Pharaoh,
there were problems.
Whoa, let my people go.
Yeah.
That's the song I learned in Vacation Bible School. Which Pharaoh? I don't recall.
No.
Probably Ramses.
All of them. It is even said she hurled the hymnal at her teacher before storming out of class.
Well, you don't have to be
Dorothy.
But you don't have to throw things at people.
Well, I mean,
Also, don't make kids.
But that's probably really frustrating to be like,
Yeah.
no.
Dude, I'm Egyptian.
Yeah.
I'm not into that. Also, can we not force people's religion down people's throat? Thank you.
Yeah. She even had a drop Catholic mass, which by all accounts she thoroughly enjoyed.
Oh.
She's your granny.
She's a conundrum, though.
She really is.
She is my granny.
Her comment that it reminded her of the old religion of the pharaohs brought an angry priest to her house. He told her she was no longer welcome in his congregation.
Oh, God.
Her obsession with ancient Egypt only deepened as she matured. At 14, she began to describe her sexual relationship with Seti I.
Okay.
Claiming to have been his lover in a previous life. She even described visions of nighttime visitations in which his mummy came to her bedside and tore away her nightdress.
Wait,
Dorothy.
that sounds kind of sexy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about a mum.
But why is it his mummy? Why can't...
Is it a vision or is it happening?
Yeah.
Can it just be not his like
Is he wrapped
dusty
in all
old
this
rotten
stuff?
corpse?
Or...
You're like,
Can he
let
even
me...
move?
You're like, let me unwrap you. And then it's just dust.
And then he rips your nightdress.
And because he wants to eat your soul.
I don't understand. Yeah.
Mummy's not sexy.
Rather than being terrified by these nocturnal hallucinations, she was deeply obsessed with them. At their
This
wits'
is getting
end,
really like spicy,
Yeah.
Amy.
At their wits' end, Dorothy's parents committed her to one sanatorium after another. Nothing worked.
Oh, this
She
poor
simply
kid.
refused to let go of her beliefs. At 16, she finally dropped out of school for good.
Can only imagine what her life
Yes.
was like as a 15-year-old in a sanatorium.
Oh, God.
Dear God. I mean,
Not good, I can
No.
promise you. But her education was hardly at an end. She now took up part-time studies at an art school in Plymouth, where her father was operating an early movie theater.
oh, that's cool.
It was here that she had the opportunity to play Isis on the stage, a role for which she felt a keen affinity. During this period, Dorothy worked out the details of her previous life. She told her parents that nighttime apparitions of the god Horda dictated it to her over a year-long series of visitations. So he just visited and dictated the story to her. I don't know if she wrote it down or just, I guess, or just memorized it. Or her life.
I was going to say, is she Isis?
Well, now claiming to be the reincarnation of a girl named Bentrashit.
That's
I'm sure I'm saying it
sorry.
wrong. Dorothy described being abandoned at age 3 and being raised thereafter in the temple of Seti I at Abydos.
By whom? Poor
I don't know.
She's just living. She's like hiding in the corners of the temple.
The very building she had pointed out as a 4-year-old. She recounted meeting the pharaoh in the temple gardens while serving as a priestess of Isis. For a priestess of Isis to lose her virginity, though, was a capital offense.
Oh.
After becoming pregnant with Seti's child,
Was he raping her?
I have
Or are
no
they having an
idea.
affair?
How did I say his name last time? Bentrish? I don't know. Was ordered to stand trial. Instead, she chose to die by her own hands.
Oh my gosh.
Next,
while pregnant? Poor thing.
the next pivotal phase came at age 27 when she began writing for an Egyptian magazine in London. Look at her. Quit school at 16 and still killing it.
We're back to present day?
Yes.
Yes, the other great.
This was where she met Imam Abdel Magwid, who she eventually married. Talking up, I'm assuming it's taking up, residence in Cairo, she bore her husband a son. Naming him Seti after her long-lost pharaoh lover, she herself assumed the moniker Seti, Arabic for mother of Seti. She's spelling it Seti with a Y.
What is her...
His was Seti with an I.
What's her husband?
I see what you did there.
What's her husband's
He's probably like, whatever. She doesn't have a decorative plate collection, so we're just going to go with it. Things were hardly easier for her in Cairo, though. She had married into an upwardly mobile family who took exception with her descriptions of pharaonic apparitions and out-of-body experiences. Ultimately, the marriage failed, lasting a scant 2 years before Imam left her and moved to Iraq. He's like, bye. In any event, Seti clearly loved Egypt more than she did him. So she stayed behind in Cairo, raising her son and working as a draftswoman with the National Department of Antiquities.
Wow.
So she literally changed her name to like Mother of Set. Can you imagine? Excuse me, Mother of Holden. I need you to sign this document.
It's very weird.
During her tenure there, she published numerous books and articles that are still widely admired. But plenty of people were also frightened by her, especially the locals.
They're like, this white lady is wild.
She was known to spend nights alone inside the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Ew, I'm sorry.
Or lay offerings at the feet of the Sphinx. So anyone can just like roam the Great Pyramid in the middle of the night, I guess.
Surely, maybe back then.
These rituals spooked people and made her the subject of much gossip. Well, yeah. I mean,
she's going to meet her mummy lover in there, okay? Leave her alone.
In an odd contradiction, she was also widely admired for being so open about her beliefs. Well, make up your minds. In her 50s, Seti, still going by that, was suddenly given the opportunity to work alongside excavators in Abydos.
Oh, that's cool.
Naturally, she sprang at the offer. Abydos was the site where Seti I and Bentrishit had become lovers after all. The very place she had pointed out as a girl of 4 in the British Museum. In Abydos, she proved to be of invaluable aid to the researchers. Among other accomplishments, she helped them locate the ruins of the gardens she had so long ago described.
How do they find ruins of a garden?
Maybe like flower pots or something?
I guess.
I don't know.
So much of it is just like biological things that would...
Yeah, I don't know. Fossils,
decompose.
maybe, like fossilized leaves.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Or something. I don't know.
That's cool.
Look
that
at
would
me.
be so
I'm
cool
pretending like
to
I have
be
a clue.
Archaeologist.
Yeah.
Also,
and finding like
hot,
ruins
probably.
For sure.
And very comfortable, but really
and a lot of
cool.
sand in a lot of places that you don't want to sand.
Oh, but man, once you found, like, can you imagine the people finding the door to, like, one of these tombs, and you're like, oh, the door! And then you're like, should we
do I open it, or am I going to be cursed and die? What's going to happen?
There's a mummy
What's
coming out
the
and eating
fallout
me?
gonna be?
Or making sweet love to me?
Yeah. Ripping off my nightdress?
I'll take either. Not really.
No. Why are you in your nightdress? While excavating.
Always ready for the mummy. I'm here sexy for the mummy. I'm just waiting.
It's your Ho-Touch or whatever you're
My Ho-Touch nightgown. Not sexy, but super comfortable.
It's all that matters.
It's legit. At least it's not one with like lacy collar.
No, that makes
a buttons.
so itchy. Who sleeps in that?
No, mine's just like a very long t-shirt.
It's probably very flame retardant. That's important.
Huh?
Like fire
My
retardant.
nightgown?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think those lacy ones were not flame retardant.
No,
I think you would go burst up in just a.
They're
a
always
firework.
like flannel.
Yeah.
Who sleeps?
But not even real flannel.
Yeah.
Like
fake flannel.
Like
fake ass
Dollar
flannel.
Tree flannel. Like
Fake flannel. Just plaid fabric.
yes.
It's all...
Like that. You remember back in the day when you have like the what were those boards? Felt board. It's
Felt
felt.
board.
It's made of felt.
That's a fabric I don't like.
No,
I ain't about
that is not
felt.
the fabric of our lives.
No, that fabric is not made for any.
No.
Will things stick to it? Yes, like
Everything.
Yeah, felt boards are great for educational
I'm sure you
purposes.
generate a whole lot of static electricity.
Yeah, no,
But no,
not for me.
say no to felt.
I also have an issue with velvet, kind of. Like I don't love it.
Not in clothing,
But it's pretty.
yeah.
It's a pretty fabric.
Remember
But
when people? Well, you probably don't, but I do. People used to have like the velvet like wall tapestries, and they turn on their black light. No, okay, never
well,
mind.
and they were
I'm
colored.
really aging myself.
No, so growing up, my uncle Wes and my mom's bedroom were still like their teenage rooms my entire childhood.
Okay.
Like my grandma never changed them, and they had those art things on the wall that had black like velvet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it's,
you would turn a black light
yes,
on, and it would.
And
like,
sometimes
glow.
they color it with like neon markers or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I know those.
Oh, the good old days.
And like there was a couch that everybody had that had like a velvet. It was like mustardy flowers.
yeah, giant flowers.
Yes, and it had a felty a
just
velvety.
Perpetually smelled of cigarette smoke.
Yes, and then wooden armrests.
Yes.
And you're like, I'm
You go to
bashing my head on this.
Like that
Who
was
decided? Yep, that was my childhood too. My grandparents' house was like
Same.
stuck in the 70s. So
same.
What a place.
I don't know. I
Wood
don't
panel
recall ever
walls.
having like an actual new like couch from like a furniture store. Everything was secondhand from I don't even know from where.
Right. Where did this shit come from? My mom had like
Just materialized.
My
one
mom
day.
had like a velvet couch when I was a kid too, or whatever. Not real velvet, but whatever
that
blue, and it was just like, ugh. Why, guys?
Yeah.
Anything but this.
Now
Gross.
It's more. What is the fabric we all have now?
It's like something that doesn't stain.
Yeah.
And it's not very soft.
I don't know. Mine's pretty soft.
Well, my last couch wasn't very microfiber.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Well, that's not what I have, I guess. Mine's like almost, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like very tweedy almost was like my last couch.
Yeah, ours is more, we had to get ours to match the dog's fur.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have a new couch now that I bought sight unseen from Ashley Furniture. Kyle literally hates it. He's like, this is the worst couch. It's not the best. It's not great. It's not like aesthetically pleasing, but it has 3 recliners. It's a sectional and it's so comfortable. Yeah. It has cup holders.
Yes, we have that as well. I just remember the first time your kids came to my house and they were so intrigued by our electric recliners.
Yeah, it's amazing.
They were like, oh, and you're like, stop it. I'm like, they're really not hurting anything.
Yeah, ours are electric, so we're still living the sad life, but...
Well, ours, sometimes like the robot
nearby.
vacuum gets behind the couch and then unplugs it, and then we're like, it's not working.
Yeah.
We're just pushing buttons.
Well,
ours has USB chargers.
Yes, I wish ours did, but we just didn't have an outlet
Yeah.
there, like where we would put it, so it's a bummer. But anyhow, Kyle hates that couch, so he's like, I want to get rid of this. I'm like...
Howard's Furniture in Bowling Green. That's where we got ours. It's all Lazy Boy. So it all came with like a super long warranty and stuff.
That's good.
So.
We might try to sell this thing, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to Dorothy and her nightdress. Even her non-fire retardant felt nightdress. Even more uncanny was the exchange she had with the chief inspector from Egypt's Antiquities Department, who took her to Seti's temple and tested her claims. Like, prove it, Dorothy. Tell me what this is.
Well, that makes it, valid. That's cool.
Standing there in total darkness, he described a series of wall paintings to her. After each description, he would ask her to walk in the direction of that particular mural. She did so without erring once.
Well, see, how do you dispute that?
Yeah. But how does he know if they're in total darkness? She's going to the right one.
Unless she's snuck in there already before.
Yeah. The inspector was naturally astonished. The locations of these paintings had never been published.
Oh.
Well, no, because you just found it, right? You had time to publish. Spending the rest of her days in Abydos, Seti offered invaluable assistance to the researchers and excavators who frequently came through. She primarily chose to remain there. However, she said the place brought her a sense of peace. She believed herself to be atoning for the sins of Bentrishit. I know I've said her name differently every single time. Sorry. Oh. The opportunity to work with researchers was merely a bonus. Yet her contributions to Egyptology were undeniable. She had a seemingly preternatural understanding of hieroglyphics and was highly knowledgeable about the local ruins. In 1981, the year she died, she was even featured in a National Geographic documentary entitled Egypt, Quest for Eternity, fitting for someone claiming reincarnation. For all of her contributions to Egyptology, including countless essays on ancient folk practices, the locals were still fearful of Seti. She went to her death at age 77, aware that no Christian or Muslim cemeteries would accept her. Oh. With that in mind, she began constructing her own tomb right in her back garden.
Wow.
Man!
How? Wow.
Naturally, she wanted an underground chamber with a concrete slab. Yet, at the last minute, health officials intervened. Of course they did. Insisting she be given a proper burial. A local Coptic cemetery finally relented, allowing her an unwanted plot out in the arid desert. What? I don't understand. I thought if you just bought your plot, are cemeteries, if they're not on a church property, are they even affiliated with like a religion?
I guess.
But no marker could be placed above her grave. A pile of stones would have to do.
Oh my God.
So her anonymous burial marked an unceremonious end to a most unusual life. To this day, some 40 years later, efforts to disprove her claims are still underway. Naysayers suspect Seti somehow gained access to unpublished material.
As a child?
Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. We believe in you.
Wow. So it's almost like she fell down those stairs, hit her head, and it like unlocked a past life.
Yeah.
Weird.
Which you hear about all the time with people like NDEs.
What? Oh, yes.
Near-death experiences. From
I went to IEDs. I've been reading Spare. There's a lot of army talk.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. I'm like, this is enough army talk, Harry. It's fine. Wow. Well, that's fascinating, Amy. Well, thank you so much for listening, everybody.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
And have a great rest of your day. Follow our socials.
Yeah. Like us, share us.
That's all.
Push it real good. Bye.
Bye.